Hi students, welcome back to another lesson. We're still focusing on las preposiciones, the prepositions. Last week you were introduced to the question ¿Dónde está?, which means where is, and we use this when we want to find out the location of one thing or one item. However, when you want to find out the location of more than one items, we use ¿Dónde están? ¿Dónde están? So as long as it is more than one items and we want to find out or we want to state the location, then we're going to use están. So let us look on the difference. If we want to say where is the bag, meaning one bag, we would say ¿Dónde está la bolsa? However, let's say it's 20 bags or 3 bags, more than one, we would say ¿Dónde están las bolsas? So just remember, está, one item, están, more than one items. Ensure that you write this down. Now, para responder, to respond, you respond just as how we responded in the last class. The only difference is that now we're going to be using están. So you start off with the items, followed by están, then you put the preposition, then you put the other item. So let's say you were asked about the bags. So you would start off with the items, which would be the bags. So the bags, then you put están, then you put the preposition, then you put the other item. So let us look on an example together. So we want to say the bags are on the table. So we would start off with the items, which would be the bags. In Spanish, las bolsas. Then we put están, then we put the preposition encima, then we put the other object would be la mesa. The only thing that we're changing this week is that we, instead of writing está, we are now writing están, but everything else remains the same as last week. With that being said, you have to remember the rule of de la and del. Remember, the del and the de la, they would follow the preposition. They would come directly after the preposition. Alright, but we have rules. So we use de la if the last object or the other object is feminine. Alright, how do we know if that object is feminine? It has a la. Alright, and we use del if the final object or the last object is masculine. Remember, the de plus the l gives us a del. But what do I mean by the last object or the other object? Look on the formula. So we would have the items, then we have están, the preposition, then the other item. That thing right there that I have called the other item, that is the last object that I'm referring to. So if that starts with a la, you're going to use de la. But if it should start with an el, el, then you're going to use del. So that is all I'm saying. And we established this from the previous class. So just remember, está, one item, están, more than one. And this goes for the question as well as the response. Now you have a short activity to complete. Please upload to Google Classroom after you're finished. And that's it for today. Adios. I hope you took notes. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.